3 minutes. Hey, do you see Andrew yet? Speak of the devil. Andrew, can you hear me? All right, you there, Andrew?
I can hear you.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and what we're seeing right now is going out over the feed. So hang on, we're going to get started. And we are here live in Shreveport, Louisiana. Good evening, everybody, on this Friday, the November 17th. And we are at Calvary Baptist Jerry Barker Stadium. And we are live on Full 46 Sports. I'm Tom Boucher alongside John Wolf, as we have been all season long. And our interns are standing by. You see Andrew with the phone to his ear over there at about the 30-yard. Andrew, go ahead and step out onto the field and get out there about the 30, 35, and then Coach will see you when he comes out, and we can get you up on the field. So as you see him, go ahead. You can get on the white space out there, and then when you see him come on up, and we'll put the camera on you. You can hear in the background the lineups being called out in this pregame, and for Andrew Beeman and Jeffrey Owens, the interns are here. They've been here all season long doing great work for us. Jeffrey on the camera, and Andrew will be up here producing after he does the pregame, and Jeffrey will switch and do the postgame show. John Wolf, you were roughing last night up in Sterlington, which is about the northern part of Louisiana. Today you had to pick up your daughter who did dance line this morning at the school or for some function.
I think they did across the street at the handicap school over there. They did a little parade for them, and I think dance line and cheerleaders went over there. And
since she came back, had to get in her uniform and go to class, and then get in her soccer uniform and play goalie for the Lady Eagles, who were victorious tonight, you're saying?
Yeah, they beat Buckeye 3-0 out at O'Hearn Matthews, and start of the Rebel Cup was today, and got games going on tomorrow and Sunday, and boys are playing tonight. So I know I was told Mr. Darrell Campbell told me they got a fill-in goalkeeper tonight, since their 3 goalkeepers are here tonight on the football team. So they got, I believe, LaRue playing in keeper.
Okay.
So, good athlete there, and so they're playing tonight, and I think we had basketball playing tonight. So a lot happening with Holy Savior Menard Athletics.
A lot going on, and then Emily had to jump in the car and on the way up to Shreveport put her, as she called it, her glitter uniform on for dance line. We don't know if they're going to dance tonight.
They are. We got the message in the car. They are performing.
Okay, so tonight when we do halftime, Jeffrey, if you're listening, tonight when we do halftime, they will dance, and so we will show the dance line, and then once they finish, Jeffrey and Andrew will show some interviews that they've done over the course of the last 2 weeks on softball and basketball. As we know, the Lady Eagles are starting their basketball season, getting underway, trying to get back to March Madness, Marsh Madness, they call it. They actually made it all the way down to Hammond last year, which was a record for them to get down there. So a lot of history was made by Menard Sports over the course of last year, and they'll try to repeat that. And then, of course, we will have a pregame interview. The Holy Rollers, I believe that's what we're doing tonight. The bowling team, which we interviewed on Wednesday night, we'll have that coming up in our pregame set. We're waiting on Coach Perkins to come out. As we do that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some interesting information on people to watch tonight for Calvary, and then hopefully have the interview with David Perkins. You're watching live Menard Eagle football, round 2 of the playoffs. It's been a while since we've been in round 2 of the playoffs, probably 13 or 14 years.
So.
You know, or no, 8 or 9 years. Chris Gatlin took us to round 2 in the playoffs once at Lafayette Christian, and we lost that game. So we'll be back right after these messages.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we are back live in Shreveport, Louisiana at Jerry Barker Stadium at Calvary Baptist. You can see as we go back to our main camera, Jeffrey's got a shot of the girls waiting, the dance line, and the cheerleaders waiting for the team to come running out of the field. Calvary wearing really dark green uniforms. They almost look blue with white numbers or silver numbers. Really, they're brand new, they told us, coming out. John Wolf, Tom Boucher here with you on 446 Sports. It's been a pleasure to bring you Menard Eagle football all year. They are 8-3 on the season. They've won 6 in a row, so they've been pretty hot down the stretch. And it hasn't been against a lot of patsies either. They went 4-0 in district and won the district outright, which gave us a home game last week that we were able to win and beat Houma Christian 23-8 last week. This week we step it up a notch, quite a few notches, I would say, huh, John?
You step it all the way up to the top, and you come play Calvary at their home, and you know we talked about it earlier in the week. It's what you work for all summer and in the off season, and 2-a-days, and the 105-degree heat, and long practices and sweat is to get to this point, and you want to play the best. And you know, Menard advances to the second round, gets the first round win, and they're going to be stepping on the field with, you know, arguably one of the best teams in the state, no matter what district you look at. I mean, this is a team that beat Captain Shreve, I think 62 to something earlier in the year, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, it's probably one of the best teams, arguably, in the northern half of Louisiana. I mean, some people may say, well, Ruston might be able to take them, but I think that would be a really good game. So, look, you know, we're going up against the best tonight, and this is what you work for and get to this point.
Well, in order to be the best in Select Division III, you're going to have to beat the best, and you might as well start early. The Eagles are coming out of their guest quarters across the way and walking out onto the field. They'll go down and do their last-minute warm-ups. As you saw, there's 12 minutes on the clock for our pregame, and Coach David will be out with Andrew Beeman shortly. But a couple of players that we're going to be calling out a lot, I believe. Number 1, John Simon IV, wide receiver, a senior, 5'10", 175 pounds, and he is not only a recruit but a commitment to Louisiana Tech. So going on to play Division I football, we will watch him. Also, another Simon to watch, number 31. He's just a junior, though, 6 feet, 200 pounds, plays cornerback as well. James Simon, He's got 105 carries on the year, 849 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry. He's considered the top recruit in the class of 2025 next year. And Division III, District 1, 2A, leads in 13 rushing touchdowns, 15 total. He's a top 36 Louisiana recruit, so going to be recruited heavily by everybody, I would imagine. And he's just a junior, so he'll be back here with the team next year. Another player is Aubrey Hermes, number 9. You saw him on the film, John.
Yeah. And, something I looked at an article earlier in the year. I believe Calvary was returning 18 of their 22 starters from last year this year.
Yeah,
so
and
it's a deep team.
That's what the guys doing the radio call down the way shared with us, and everybody's been so nice up here. In fact, Bill with the team brought us some hot chocolate.
Well,
he's bringing you back one, I bet, huh?
That's okay.
You weren't in here when he first came in.
No, I got here late.
Something that's pretty cool is they don't do live stream. They have radio.
Okay.
And unless folks know about the Simple Radio app to be able to come down and hopefully, their radio station, would be on it, but they're not.
Yeah.
So they texted and called. I talked to one of their sons.
Yeah.
I think it was Bill's son that I talked to. No, that was another fellow. Bill, we emailed and texted 446 Sports, and he's gonna he's in North Carolina, and I think he's North Carolina, but he's gonna tune in and watch tonight. So we want to thank him. And there's a Coach Horton, whose son is a truck driver, and I think he's the one in North Carolina. Oh, there's David, and let's see, we can go ahead and scan over there and catch. We got head coach David Perkins as we zoom in on him with Andrew and Coach. It's week 2 of the playoffs, season 3, and you got Calvary, and we are here, Coach. We talked about it Wednesday night. How are the guys feeling, and what's the mood on the team right now?
Hey, man, our guys are loose, man. They're ready to play this game. We know what we're up against. We know that this is one of the best teams in the state of Louisiana. But, hey, if you want to get to the Superdome, you want to play for some gold, these are the type teams you got to beat.
David, you've always been kind. Andrew's got a question or two to ask you.
All right. Well, Coach, you've seen film of Calvary, of course, but tell us a little bit about what their offenses do and how your defense is going to fight it.
Well, they're pretty balanced, but they like to throw it, and their quarterback has a really good percentage on his completions. And it's because they like to throw the ball short and give it to their great athletes, and they're the ones who have yards after the catch. And, we know that. They got a good running back. They got D1 guys all over the place. But, hey, we're going to play them, and let's just see what happens.
All right, and Coach, one last quick question. Is there anything you told your guys coming over here, like, to inspire them for the second-round playoff game?
Well, I told them, I told them a story about whenever I was in high school and how we were underdogs in the playoffs. And, no one gave us a chance, and we were able to come out victorious. So kind of the same thing for those guys. Just go out. They play football because they want to have fun. Go out, have fun. You're playing a good team. Let's see what happens, and I'll talk to y'all after the game.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
All right, thanks, David. Hey, great job, Andrew. We come back up, and here comes the Calvary team. Jeffrey, you can zoom over and catch that a little bit to show, the folks that are joining us, Menard fans. Zoom over to your left. Keep going all the way over to the left and catch the team. All the way over to the left, Jeffrey, all the way over. I know. I just realized he doesn't have a headset on. Normally we have the headset on. I thought he could hear us out of the window. But the Calvary Baptist team coming up onto the field, and you can see it's a beautiful field, AstroTurf, big stands. It's just a nice stadium. So the Aubrey Hermes, number 9, is another one that we're going to have to watch out for. He's one of those guys they like to throw short to. He's got 948 yards and 49 receptions. So he's going to be tough. And then the other one, the linebacker, is Hatch Grace. He's a senior, number 11, 6'1", 215. He's going to be going to Ouachita Baptist University. 23 sacks on the year, 57 total tackles. So it's going to be uphill battle. But David said, that's why you play it and why you play the game.
Exactly. And look, I think we're getting ready for the
prayer,
invocation,
take a break.
and the anthem.
We'll after that, we'll take a quick commercial break and come back and run that interview. But here comes the prayer and the national anthem, folks.
In the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, tonight's matchup is between your Calvary Cavaliers and Holy Savior Menard Eagles. The Eagles are under the leadership of Coach Justin Charles, and your Cavaliers are under the leadership of Coach Robbie Good. Please remember that spectators are prohibited from entering the playing field and surrounding areas. Calvary Baptist County thanks you for your cooperation, and we hope you have an enjoyable experience this evening. We ask that you please stand at this time and join us in prayer, led by Associate Pastor Chris Young, and remain standing for the national anthem sung by Calvary alum Avery Covington. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful night. You've given us to play football. We thank you for these young men. We thank you for the talents that you've given them. Thank you for the coaches, what's been invested in them over these last few months. God, we thank you for these two schools that they represent. God, we thank you for this country that we live in and those who work tirelessly so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have. Those that are in harm's way, God, we ask for protection on them tonight. Be with our military, be with our first responders. We thank you for their work. We thank you for their sacrifices. Again, we ask you to be with these young men. We pray that everything we do here will bring honor and glory to you. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
And we are back live here in Shreveport, Louisiana at Jerry Barker Stadium for the second round playoff game between the Menard Eagles and there you go, Andrew's back. You can see the captains coming out onto the field. Cooper Scott, number 33, 78, Braylon Dusang, and 81, Drake Aldridge. And we will do the coin toss and the flip. But this is a second round game against a 10-0 Calvary team that was off last week, and they were on break, and we'll see if they come out a little slow. Their captain's number 63, Jimmy Wright, number 50, Heath Gross, and number 1, John Simon. You heard us talking about the wide receiver, John Simon. So the snap looks like Calvary may have won the toss.
Yeah, it looks like Calvary's going to win the toss
and defer.
We'll see what they do. I don't know. They might go on offense first.
They asked Jake.
Yep.
They will receive. And, I guess you can't really fault them for that. They think that they can probably score at will on Menard, since they've been able to score at will on pretty much everybody that they've played.
Yeah, I don't know what their average on the season is per game, but I'd imagine it's pretty high.
Tell you what, we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back. And we're going to try to fit in that Holy Roller interview somewhere.
Look good.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
And we're back live at Jerry Parker Stadium at Calvary Baptist Church in Shreveport, Louisiana. John Wolf, Tom Boucher with you here on 446 Sports. It's been a pleasure to bring all 11 games to you, whether home and away for the Eagles. We went to Superior Grill tonight. I treated the interns, John, to a Last Supper. Not really. Here's number 20 on the run back. And he gets it out to about the 36-yard line. Taylor Guerrero with the return. Little pooch kick instead of putting it out of the end zone. It must be going against the wind, maybe.
Yeah, and, make sure you don't get it in the hands of one of those deep returners.
So the defense going to come out and try to set the tone for the Menard Eagles. Dusang on that front line. Asher Davis, number 34. And is that number 84 in the game over there. There's the short pass. Got to come up. Nicely
Good
played by Carson Harrison. Took out his blocker and the receiver. He read that one. That's a great play by a young player.
Absolutely was. Had a receiver trying to block him on the outside. He fought through it and made the tackle for about a 2-yard loss. Great play on the outside by Carson.
That's a good way to set the tone. I mean, he went through his blocker on that one to knock him down. Now Carson coming to the near side. Trip receivers to the near side, one to the far. The running back, he wasn't set. That should have been a penalty. The handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Drake Aldridge, I think that was Dusang with the initial hit, and then Maddox Shelton, number 4, to come in and finish him off.
Yeah, good play to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Preston Procell. No, 82. Hunter 84. Who is 84? I thought he was out there. That's him.
Yeah. We don't have an 84 on my roster.
We don't have an 84.
Somebody switched a number on us.
Interesting, yeah. So, and he doesn't have a knee brace, so it's not Drake. Here's a pass over the middle, wide open and caught at the Menard 48-yard line, all the way to the Eagle 30-37. They'll mark it at the 38. And that's a big first down on 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11. You gotta stop those and get off the field.
Yeah, Calvary's good enough. They're going to find that little opening, soft spot right there in the middle, and had it wrapped around pretty good. Just didn't have good coverage, tight coverage on it to disrupt that pass. And
it looked like Garrett Lee who caught the pass. Here's number 7 with it, and the Eagles did a nice job. That was Matthew Hicks, number 17. Who got the initial hit on the receiver, but he wasn't able to bring him down, and everybody else was because he slowed that down.
Yeah, good play on the outside again by the defensive backs and good pursuit from the inside.
That was Colby Thomas, number 7 on the reception. Number 4, Abram Wardell, the quarterback. He's a 6', 190-pound junior in the shotgun, fakes a handoff, going down the sidelines, almost tipped, and it is caught, and Maddox Shelton with the tackle down to the Eagle 25. Number 9, Aubrey Hermes on the catch. That's a player we have to stop. One of the why not stop keys to the game is to keep him under wraps, as well as Simon, number 31. Stop those quick passes, trip receivers to the near side, and he's going to fake. He's got the handoff to number 31, Cooper Scott, doing a nice job. No gain.
No, that was Cooper Scott. Yep, coming from the middle linebacker spot.
Sam Bricata, number 20, in there with him.
Yeah.
Give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down at 9. They got to get to the 15 to pick up the first down. 9:13 to go in this first quarter, in the first drive of Calvary, the Cavaliers. They started at their own 34. Let's see if the Eagles can get out of this one. They have a pretty good kicker. And he fakes the handoff. There's a quick shot out into the flats. That's Simon. Does the stutter step. Carson can't quite get him on first contact. Pick up the first down, and they are in the Red River red zone, Menard's red zone, down to the Menard 14-yard line, 1st and 10. And they hand it off to Simon. The 2 Simon brothers, or cousins, got to be related.
Going to pick up about 5 on that.
Down to the 9, inside the 10-yard line of the Eagles, 8:30 and counting. They're running quick. No huddle. Difficult for the Eagles. Not a lot of substituting going on. I wonder if Drake changed his number to 84 and took his knee brace off. So the handoff goes to Simon, trying to get to the outside. That's holding, and they're going to stretch it out. That's a nice run just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They'll give him a half a yard, but Dusang stretched it out.
And Drake was coming out on that left edge and was able to get it pushed out there. And a little grab there on the outside, but he let go pretty quick.
Gavin Hilton stretching it out as well. Look, Asher Davis switching all the way around to the outside. That's a different look. Now they're looking at changing the offense now. They're going to, fake the handoff. Asher going to be taken down. They switched it up, and the running back didn't get it.
Well, the quarterback tried to keep it off the left side, and right side of that defensive line did a good job there.
Looked like that was 13 that went off to the left side, and Wardell was looking for him to take the handoff, and it was like, uh-oh.
Well, you got a big play here. You're going
4th down.
4th and 6.
Yeah, they can pick up the first down at the 4. They're at the 10. And they're looking to throw, looking over the middle. He's got running out to the flats. Stay with him. Come get him. And there's a pass. Going to be knocked down, and the Eagles stop him at the 10-yard line. A turnover on downs. What a great job by this Eagle defense.
Well, bent but didn't break and got some pressure on the quarterback late on the outside and made him throw it behind the receiver a little bit, and good coverage in the secondary inside the end zone and get the turnover here and bring up 1st and 10.
What a great job to stop that drive and hold them without any points at all. And I know that Calvary can't be happy about that. That probably doesn't happen too often.
I wouldn't think so.
Great job. Give that coverage, turnover on downs to the defensive backs.
Hey,
they played them
backs,
tight.
they did. That they gave up some big chunks early in that series, but, when it came time to stiffen up, they stiffened up and had good coverage in the end zone. And we got that late pressure on the quarterback and caused that throw to get the ball back.
Now let's see if our running game can break through the line here. Direct snap to Gavin Hilton. He's going to be stuffed for about a 2-yard loss back to the 8. And number 35 coming off the edge to make the tackle. That's David Weeks, sophomore, 6 feet. Man, we got a couple of weeks playing for the LSU Tigers, but they're from West Virginia, so no chance that there's relationship there, I would guess. So the Eagles, that direct snap, not fooling anybody. 6:30 mark and counting in the first quarter. Vaughn will go back out. Gavin and Cooper Scott in the back. No, I think that's Drake. He's going to go up the middle, pick up a yard. It'll be a couple of yards.
Gets close back to the red line of scrimmage, get about 9.5.
Yeah, he only picked up a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Eagles. I think Drake did change his number to 84.
Well, there's an 81 out there with a knee brace on.
Is there?
Yeah.
I wonder, Hunter Vaughn changed to 84?
Maybe so.
He looks bigger than Hunter Vaughn, but Hunter Vaughn was 82. Maybe he changed to 84. Cooper Scott going out. He's got a size advantage over the fella covering him. He'll lead the way. See if Gavin will throw. Looking like they're going to come off the end. Cooper takes it himself. He's going to be taken down. That one was just kind of a mixed-up play. 51 in on the tackle. That was Nate Young, who was back there to take Cooper Scott down, and the Eagles went back to their 7-yard line. They lose 3 on the drive. -3. So Ryan Hicks will be punting from his own end zone. Let's see if he can get a really nice punt. He is a weapon. Matthew Hicks will be snapping it to him. 5 minutes and counting left in the first quarter. Snap's got to be good. They're in the end zone. It is. And there's no rush. That's going to take a bounce and roll on. Oh, boy, number 2.
He got close, didn't he?
Taking a chance there was Cole Miller.
Maybe if Maddox would have turned around and done something and thrown him into the ball, we might have got one there, huh?
Yeah, so the Cavaliers will take over at the Eagle 48-yard line, so they'll have better field position this time. They got 46 yards on their first drive, and Eagle offense is going to have to get something going. Of course, they were deep in their own end zone. They just wanted to make sure they didn't turn the ball over and then hope that they could pick up some yardage. So they moved Braylon Dusang into the middle. They're going to throw it to the outside, and Hermes does a stop route. Cooper Scott knocks him out of bounds at about the 30-yard line as Maddox Shelton couldn't bring him down on first contact. That'll be a first down to the 31-yard line of the Eagles. That's a 17-yard pickup. Wardell in the shotgun. He's got everybody back. Simon coming back and standing with him. He's going to be back there to block. He's looking over the middle. Got to put a stop on this guy, and they got him. That's Branson Buller, number 31, who held his ground and knocked him out of bounds at about the 28. And that's going to be about a 2-yard pickup.
Another good job by the defensive secondary to stay with the receivers and keep them covered up. And quarterback just couldn't find anybody and had to get up to the outside.
Branson Buller doing a nice job of spying him and staying put. Wardell looking to the flat. Wide open is Simon. Got to get out there. They'll take him down short of the first down by a yard at the 22-yard line of the Eagles. It'll be 3rd and 1. They let that one go wide open. Trip receivers to the near side as they get lined up. Simon, number 1, over on the far side. They're going to throw it over there to him, and he was open and taking down a beautiful tackle by Maddox Shelton.
But Maddox was late getting over there on the coverage. He was coming from the other side of the field trying to get over there to get the coverage, and one was uncovered at the snap, and, of course, easy pickup on the first down. But a good open field tackle by Maddox to prevent any further yardage.
We're taking our sweet old – they were taking too much time to get ready, and they're not huddling at all. Handoff up the middle to Simon, and it's stuffed, and that's a nice job by the defense. That is Braylon Dusang and –
yeah, there's Drake in on that also.
And Drake, yeah. You know who I'm not seeing is 60, Ben Good. I wonder if that's him at 84.
Yeah, it may be.
If he changed, we'll have to look over and see if we see a 60 over there. Not seeing Cooper Brown on defense right now either. Maybe just kind of saving him a little bit. Gained 2 yards. They're in the Red River red zone of the Eagles, and Red River Bank is our local bank. There's Simon. Cooper Scott doing a nice job.
Good tackle by Cooper.
Yeah, spinning him around, not letting him go, and not throwing him forward either to pick up extra yards. No gain, just a half a yard on that. It'll set up 3rd and 7.
Good job by Cooper coming to the outside and filling that and shooting in there and preventing him from getting to the outside.
Starting lineups, you saw Matt Hicks, number 17, Gavin Hilton at safety, Maddox Shelton is out there, Carson Harrison, 14's already made some big plays. You saw T. Sam Bracata, number 20, Cooper Scott, 33, Drake Aldridge, and over the middle, Wardell looking, he's got nowhere to go right now, and he's going to have pressure. There's just a pitch, and Simon's got it, and in the end zone. Wow. 17-yard gain and a touchdown, and Calvary's taking a 6-0 lead as that little pitch, and Simon found some open spots to run it. Kicker, number 20 with the hold, that's Taylor Guerrero. There's the snaps, a little high. The kick is up, And it's good. Number 15 is your kicker. That's Ty Knight, a sophomore. And that is 7-0 with 2:24 to play in the first quarter. The Cavaliers took the lead. We'll be back right after these messages.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
And we're back live in Shreveport, Louisiana. 446 Sports is what you're watching. We've been calling these games all year, and we want to welcome Calvary fans who are watching tonight. We got an updated score, 3-0 Ash, and Episcopal, let's see, 6, Bunkie 7. So Bunkie with a lead over Episcopal. That's a Division III select
Ash playing
game.
Brother Martin down in New Orleans.
Want to thank Jeff Latham, one of my former colleagues at Nova Nordis, who watched us all year last year and has been busy this year. Watched our they were blowing the whistle on the forward
progress. Yeah, it's forward progress stop. So they get the ball around the 24, 23-yard line.
Yep, they blew the whistle at the 20, and they'll mark it at the 24-yard line, and the Eagles will take over there for their second possession. They trail 7-0 with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Talking about my buddy Jeff Latham. Want to thank him for tuning in live tonight. He's out there at his camp getting ready to do some fishing. May do some late night fishing, John.
Sounds pretty good to me.
So here we go. We got the Wild Eagle format, and, boy, there's movement.
Yeah.
That is not what we needed. Everybody went forward.
Got a wide out and a back move forward on that, and going to get us for 5 yards.
We got Jack Roy, number 66 at center. Gage Oster, number 63 at left guard. And got actually Asher Davis in at a tackle position. We got Cooper Brown, number 77 at the right tackle. Looks like Braylon Dusang, number 78, will be the right guard. And then got 84 out there. That's got to be Hunter Vaughn changing his number, because Drake Aldridge is in there as well. He's in motion, moving to the near side field. The snap to Gavin Hilton. He's got a hole. Picks up maybe 2-3 yards or so. Got to be out to the 20, so maybe a yard.
Yeah, wasn't much. That hole was there briefly and closed up pretty quick.
So the Eagles at second down. They had the ball their first possession and lost 3 yards. Lost a little more than that, but then they were able to get back for a total of 3 yards lost. They'll move people around. Number 70 in the game now. That is Hollis Chapman. And they're going to snap it, follow Cooper Scott, and that's going to go for a couple of yards. And they're going to give it to him at the 21 or 22, so a 2-yard pickup, setting up 3rd down and 11, which is where we were the last drive, only we were inside the 10.
Yeah.
At the 9-yard line. Haven't put the ball in the air yet. Haven't seen Hunter Vaughn at quarterback yet.
I mean Jake Vaughn.
Jake. Yeah. We're hunting for Vaughn, seeing where he is. I don't even think he's in the game right now. The direct snap goes to Cooper Scott. That middle, not there. He's going to make it all the way out to about the 26.
He picks up about 3 on that.
Still will be 4th and 7, and in no position to go for it this deep in their own territory. 45 seconds left, and they haven't started the play clock yet. They just did, so they're going to make them get it off because there's a 1 second difference.
Yeah.
About a half a second difference, but just enough to make them punt this ball before the end of the quarter and not sit on it.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Perkins or somebody's over there talking to the official.
Yeah, that's
probably verifying
home field advantage.
Verifying that he's got to get that off before.
So Ryan Hicks, the snap is good.
Oh, I think we got movement.
Great. 9 seconds on the play clock. They'll push us back 5 yards.
But
and
that's okay. The clock's running and 25 seconds will start. And
we can run this out.
Should. Hopefully.
To the end of the
quarter. They don't enforce a certain rule that's in the rule book, but it's not an advantage to the offense in the first quarter. Yeah, they wound it. So if I'm Coach Perkins, don't snap this.
Well, they got play clock at 0.
Well, he doesn't need the play clock because the game clock, he wound it. But
they're not starting the play clock. They're trying not to.
He's winding it. He's winding. They've lost radio signal. This is one of those wireless. So I can tell you as a former official, or as a active official even, sometimes these clocks do this, and you lose the radio frequency, the radio connection, because down here you got 8 on your play clock. Over there you got 0. And the clocks, I could see them. They were trying to start it, and now the board's gone dead. So not sure what we're going to be doing at this point. Might be just keeping it on the field. We'll have to see what they're going to decide to do. And I think he's probably going to go ahead and say this is the second quarter since he wound it. And they're going to probably keep this thing on the field from here on out, so we won't have a clue how much time will be on the clock.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break until they get things figured out. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back live in Shreveport, Louisiana. I think the officials got it all set up, and we're getting ready to get the clock started. They went ahead and went to the second quarter because the 9 seconds would have been over. Ryan Hicks is back there, and he's got it, and he's going to get the ball off, and it is a beauty. It's going to bounce or let it bounce. He's going to have to scoop it up at the 31-yard line. We got some coverage in the sideline.
Blocking the back.
Why wasn't it thrown?
Yeah, he got it.
There it is, finally.
Yep, they got it.
Taken out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Menard, but it'll come back as we had a block in the back, I think.
Yeah. Two officials got it. The umpire had to throw deep because he probably wasn't sure if his deep wing was going to catch that, but they got it.
Nate Matthews, the one that was there and got pushed in the back, and that happened right around the 36-yard line, I guess.
Yeah.
They should back it up.
We'll go 10 from there, so they'll have the ball around the 27, 28, or 20. They're going to go from the 39, so they'll have it at the 29-yard line.
Oh, you're saying it happened at the 40? No, there you go, 39, yep.
He's wanting his flag back.
Oh,
before
gotcha.
he walks.
That's what he was pointing at.
Yeah.
So that, as John said, that'll take him back to the 29-yard line. And they will start their third drive. The last one, they were set up at nice field position of Menard 48.
Oh, he's calling a blindside on that.
So
he didn't call a block in the back. He called a blindside block. I was looking at the block in the back. There may have been a blindside in front, but I thought there was a block in the back on number 13. But they penalized it 15 yards, and they called a personal foul blindside block.
Down to the 24.
Yeah, which adds extra 5 on, so, benefit to Menard.
Eagle defense with a chance, 11:48 to go in the first half. Wardell in the shotgun with Simon back there with him. He gives it to Simon, trying the middle. Cooper Scott's there to wrap him up. The defensive line is playing really well tonight, and they're stopping that run up the middle. I know Coach was saying part of our why not stop, keys to the game is clogging that middle up. As you watch their film, they did like to run it in between the tackles. And I know Coach Scully was saying if they do that, that's going to play right into our hands. If they get to the outside, it's a little more difficult. They drop Drake back in coverage, trying to get some pressure, some push. The throw over the middle is wide open. And blocked
deflection.
Down.
That was Nate Matthews.
Nice job by Matthew Hicks.
Matthew Hicks.
So Matthew Hicks with the tip, and he was beat, but he came back and was able to get there, John.
Yeah, I mean, he made a great play. The ball was thrown deep, and he got there at the last minute and knocked it away. Great play.
This is a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we are together and we're watching the game, we're just watching. You get excited and you get going. But what a great play by Matthew Hicks. Set up 3rd and long for the Cavaliers. This Eagle defense playing really well. They're going to try to throw, and he's got some pressure. He's got one man going to throw it a little bit deep, and it's out of bounds. There you go, incomplete.
Yeah, he didn't make the catch anyway, and he was going out of bounds and had his feet out, and the ball was a little underthrown.
Had some good pressure on the quarterback that time, rushing him. He couldn't get set and make a good solid throw because, hey, he was open. 23, that was Garrett Lee. He had the sideline, and I don't think we would have been able to get there if the throw's on point. But it's a 4th and 8, and the Eagles will get a chance to return one. What number is that, John? That 9?
Number 9, the receiver.
Aubrey Hermes, senior, 6'3", 180. He's that senior we were talking about. Averages 94 yards a game. Look at Braylon Dusang hustling. That ball is hit. It's going to take a Menard or a Cavalier bounce to the Menard 30, about the 37-yard line is where they'll mark it. So Menard Eagles will have great field position when we come back. I mean,
great defensive stand right there. Defense did excellent.
They only gained 2 yards to the 26.
Tried to run it up the middle, and we clogged the middle, and then took the shot downfield, and that was Matthew Hicks broke that up, and then tried to come on the sideline and got some pressure on the quarterback, make an errant throw, and get him to punt.
What did we get? Were we in positive yardage finally? 2 yards on that last drive? Up to 25 or 26?
Yeah, I think +2, +3.
So we're starting this one, drive 3 at our own 36. Try to keep these unofficial stats. Here's a snap, direct snap to Gavin Hilton, and he is hit hard at the 35-yard line. We're going to have to change things up because
we're getting beat at the line of scrimmage, and we overloaded the right side there. We had a guard, tackle, tight end, or 2 tackles, however you want to call it. Had an overload there, and still were able to get inside there and disrupt that.
The field looks great. Really nice field. It's soft.
Going with that
down there.
Overload on the right again.
Yep, we got Drake up close. There's the snap to Cooper Scott. It is high, and there's just nobody blocking. There's number 35 coming in. That is David Weeks again. And I mean, he just untouched coming in. He's back there before Cooper Scott was down getting ready to run because the snap was high. They've lost 7 yards now, all the way back to the 30. It's going to be 3rd down and 17 with 9:48 to go in the half. Eagles only trail by a touchdown. There's a lot of people watching this game that are probably shocked that it's only 7-0 right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you end the game. I mean, one big play away from being right back at it.
Going to try to get something here and can't break a tackle. Going to be no gain, lose about an inch. And it'll be 4th and 17, and Ryan Hicks will be called on to flip this field position. And I think he's going with the wind. You see the flag blowing in our direction? He could really nail one.
Well, and he had that, that punt that we came out of the start the second quarter with, punted down there to open the second quarter also.
Yeah.
And he hit it well.
Hermes, number 9, he is a fella that to be watched. A senior, 6'3", 180. He's standing back at his own 35. He let it bounce last time. We'll see Matthew Hicks going to have a chance to get down there. They don't rush as hard. And that is, he nailed it, boy. And it is going to bounce at the 20 and out of bounds at the 23 or 24. That's a heck of a kick by Ryan Hicks. You're going to say the 25?
Yeah.
25-yard line. They'll start their fourth drive. That's a yard better than they had the last drive. This one, they lost 17 on that, so they went all the way back to
about the 30, weren't they?
29, huh?
So that was a 46-yard kick.
Yeah, 29-yard line.
Yeah, 46 on the kick.
8:40 to play in the half. It's 7-0. Eagles still in this one. Whole defense is playing really well. They're just playing a lot. They've got only negative 18 yards of offense. And Wardell looking to throw, and he's got a spot. That's Hermes. And he's dragging Gavin Hilton, hanging on to his shoestrings all the way out to the Cavalier 43.
Yeah, just kind of found that soft spot in the defense again and hit him right over the middle, and they're going with a hurry-up again.
Eagles got to get ready. They barely are set, but they got the defense there. They're going to stop them at the 45, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from the Cavalier 45. Cooper Scott in there with Braylon Dusang. That's a big change to move Braylon at the nose guard, because I think they did that because they see a lot of the A-gap runs, and Dusang able to control that center, and then Asher Davis on the outside. So this is the first time we've seen them take some time. 10 seconds left on the play clock. They actually make it an adjustment. Straight up the middle, Simon tripped, and he's down at the 50. Gain of 5, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 3. And that one, he had a hole.
Yeah, they changed it up a little bit and brought a lead blocker through there that time that we haven't really seen yet. So a little scheme change up on the blocking on that play.
Got to keep an eye on Drake Aldridge. Drake holding his neck coming out of that play. Asher Davis jumps, but he had plenty of room. They're going to
see our defensive line's a good yard off the ball, which is good if you're going to jump, because it gives you plenty of room to not be flagged for
10
offsides.
seconds in the pass. Quick over the middle. Hermes has it. Taken down, but that slant pattern is good for a big pickup to the Eagle 38-yard line and a 1st down for the Cavaliers.
Carson Harrison on the coverage. Had good coverage on him, was right there with him, and that slant route's hard to pick up, especially for a DB, and made a good tackle on it, though.
Switching out offensive lineman, number 60 coming out, 54, Ethan Sands coming in. The handoff is to Simon, and he is stopped. That's a nice job by Drake Aldridge to come in. Picks up 3 down to the Eagle 35, 2nd down and 7.
Good job by Asher Davis coming off the left edge there and kind of forced him to go outside a little further than he wanted to, and he tried to come back in, and Drake was there to clean it up.
2 receivers at the near side to the far. The fake handoff, looking downfield along the deep sideline. He's got him open. That's way out of bounds, and it'll set up 3rd and long. The Eagles with an opportunity here to get a stop.
Well, you got to think, though, even if they get a stop here on the 35 with the way our offense has been going, Calvary's probably looking at this as 2-down territory potentially.
Oh, that's true. They could pretty much do that every time. They're not taking – I mean, they had our defensive backs running way deep, and that's just way too much yardage to give on a 3rd and 7. They gave them about 10 or 15, and that's just a simple pitch and catch to Hermes.
Yeah, and, defensive backs are giving them a lot. They're not wanting to get beat. But
there's offsides, finally.
Yeah, we got a false start. Just about everybody on the left side of the line moved on that one.
That's only the 2nd penalty, but the first on an offense or a defense, the first penalty for them was on the punt return, or the kickoff. No, it was a punt return.
Yeah.
6:06 to play in the half. That'll take him back 5 and set up a 1st and 15. The Eagles, you can tell they're getting tired already, because they're not really hustling into position after each play. And that quick set stuff is starting to get to them.
Well, and, they've been out there a lot. And the offense going out 3 and out.
Trip receivers to the near side, the fake, the pass to Hermes. Nicely done by Carson Harrison over there. Hits him right after the catch, and that's a hard hit. Hermes feeling that one getting up.
Well, and Carson's doing a good job. I mean, he's not letting the receivers get behind him. He's playing pretty good coverage. He's playing off of them, giving himself some room, and he's making really good open field tackles.
Look, Hermes trying to walk that one off. That hit him square in the thigh. 2nd down and 9. That's a little movement that didn't get called, but the handoff right up the middle, and he makes a cut, and he's in the end zone. Simon, that's a different type of player.
Yeah, you know, you let somebody like that kind of get in a little open space where they can get moving and show you what they got and be very, very dangerous.
That was about a 21-yard run, and that delayed handoff there, the fake pass, and everybody dropping back. He had a wide open middle and made it all the way in for the score. 5:25 to play. It's 13-0. That was a 75-yard drive with a really nice combination of pass and catch. Eagles going to have to answer here on the kickoff. The kick is up, and it's good, and there's another 7. So they've scored once in the first quarter and once in the second. 5:25 to play. It's 14-0 right now for Calvary, and we'll be back right after these messages. You're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
And we're back live at Jerry Barker Stadium in Shreveport, Louisiana. Calvary Baptist High School. Want to thank the guys in here at the radio. They had an opportunity, had an extra roster and gave it to us. And then a couple of the coaches, very nice. Hot chocolate's really good, John.
I wouldn't know, Tom.
Mr. Bill with Calvary, kind enough to bring up a hot chocolate. And his son listening and watching in tonight. Here's a kickoff, and it's a squibber. Got a chance to pick it up, and he will. Gavin Hilton with the pickup at the 25, the 30, and he'll be down at about the 31. Well, the 32-yard line is where they'll mark it. The Eagles with decent field position at their own 32. We've got 5:20 to play in the half, and it would be really nice if they could get something going and eat this clock up.
Yeah, this is where we got to find something on offense. We got to get a first down. We got to get some movement. We got to get a little bit of something we can build off of. So far, put it bluntly, they've been whipping us up front on the offensive line of scrimmage. So we got to find something here, change up something, and see if we can't move the ball a little bit, take some of this clock down, and try to see what we can do.
Matt Kirk out there. Looks like Hunter Vaughn. And we're going to go back into that Wild Eagle. In fact, I don't even see Jake Vaughn at all. I don't know if there's something, wrong with Jake. We got a timeout for the Eagles. That's the first one of the half. We'll take a timeout ourselves, and we'll be back right after these messages. It's Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
It'll be the press box cam. There we go, press box cam right there. Boom. Polos and Plaids, unique shop on Metro Drive. Want to thank them. Now you can get off of us, Andrew. Nobody wants to see us anymore. Andrew Beeman right there, as you saw. You'll see him at halftime in about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Looks like they brought Jake in, and now they're going to change it up. He's going to run the ball. Got a little hole, and they're going to spin him forward. He's only going to give him 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. But that's probably more offense than we've had in a single run. I think maybe 3 yards has been the longest run that we've had from scrimmage.
Yeah, well, you know, based on what we've done that first quarter and a half, we got to train something up and try something different.
So Michelle LaCour, been with us all year long. Thank you, Michelle, for the uniforms that we have. It got John in the game tonight because we weren't all together. He came in after us. Jake Vaughn in the shotgun. Oh, my gosh, movement by Aiden Moran. Come on, we got to play a perfect game. Cannot have those mistakes.
Yeah.
Not even sure why he was taking off. You got your eye on the football. Going to take us back 5 yards and make it a long second down and 13 from the Eagle 29-yard line. 4:46 to play in the second half.
Little score update, Tioga 14, St. Paul 7 in the second quarter.
Oh, very nice. Episcopal 14, Bunkie 0, thanks to Robert and Landon Anderson, who went down to the game. They were part of the Pineville broadcast team with 446 Sports. Jake Vaughn in the shotgun. He's going to keep it, try the left side, and he's going to be taken down at the original line of scrimmage, the 33.
We got a timeout being called by Calvary.
Calvary's going to take their timeout with 4:27 to play. They want another shot. 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. Last score we had was 3-0 Ash.
That's the last one I got too.
And no other update.
We got Peabody 0, LCA 22 in the first quarter. So LCA taking it to Peabody.
St. Charles 22, Ascension Episcopal nothing in the second. University Lab 28, Patrick Taylor nothing. Catholic New Iberia 3, Lake Charles Prep zip. Notre Dame 14, Darbon Woods 0. 17-0 you said with the Bunkie score, Episcopal over Bunkie.
So I got 2 scores here. So some of Menard's competition, Glenbrook over St. Mary's 12-3 in the second, and Ascension Catholic 12 and Opelousas Catholic 7.
Well, that's good. That's Division 4, right?
Yep.
So keep
Select
a track
Division
of that.
4.
We got Dunham 12, Parkview Baptist 7, and St. Thomas Aquinas nothing, Newman 7. So the winner of this game will face the winner of those of that Parkview Baptist Dunham game.
Yeah, it looks like
Menard would have to travel to either one of those two teams, and Jake Vaughn not going anywhere. We haven't thrown the ball yet. Maybe saving that for the second half.
35 came shooting through unblocked on that. And
you know, a number we haven't called tonight on defense is number 11. That Grace Hatch, or Hatch Grace. He's one. Who called that timeout? Calvary again?
Calvary again.
Well, as fast as they move the ball, 4:23 is plenty of time for them. The Eagles they lost 2 yards on that back at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a 4th and 12. -2. It's going to be a huge separation. The Eagles, 4 drives, -20 yards of offense so far. The Calvary Baptist had 94, 96, 98, 173 yards of offense so far and 2 touchdowns, 14-0. The
They've
Eagles
got a different returner back there right now. I think it's number 1.
Number 1 is John Simon the 4th, and the punt. Punt was blocked. It's going to take a Menard bounce, hauled in by number 33 at the 36-yard line, and he's out of bounds inside the 25. Just waited too long. We had blockers, and he just got a hand up.
You know, those 3 up blockers, they got to go up and make that block. And, when Ryan's getting the kickoff is right there behind them. If they take any step back, they're going to be right in Ryan's, right in his face, and they were, and got a hand up and got a piece of it.
Boy, this is not good. Menard 23-yard line to start their 5th drive, and those timeouts really came in handy. Heck, right now Menard's probably going to have another. It's Menard 28-yard line.
23. There's 23.
Oh, yeah, 23. I put the 3 down and didn't put the 2.
Sideline warning against Calvary. I got a little excited on that block kick.
So the Eagle defense, probably the most important drive of the game right now for this defense to stop, to keep this game at 14-0 and not stretch it. We had the same thing a couple of games ago.
Yeah, we were down 2 scores, and is that Oakdale that was going in?
Yep, and we stopped them. Here's Simon up the middle. Breaks it to the outside. He's got a move on Gavin Hilton. One play, 23 yards, and that's just a Division I caliber running back right there, and he's just a junior. He's got another year to play. I'm glad he's up here. Wow, what a run. We blocked off, the C gap.
Yeah.
And he just cut it further outside and one little whoop.
Yep, he was upfield and one-on-one.
Whoop, whoop.
And that's all he needs.
That was a 16-second play. It was 4:21 on the clock, and now 4:05, and we're down 3 scores. And the Eagles will get another chance. The only good news is they don't have any timeout. Well, you got 1 timeout left. The kick is up. Tell you what, a lot of hustle going on by the big guys down there. That was Drake trying to come in. Didn't get to it. Put another touchdown on the board at the 4:05 mark. And it is 21-0 Calvary over your Menard Eagles. And we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer. And you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use. Anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
And we're back live for the kickoff here. It's now 21-0 Calvary. Fair catch called at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was Ryan Hicks. Catch that ball.
Eagles got to figure out something here. We get the ball back to start the second half. Got to find a way to put some points on the board here and eat the rest of this clock up, not give them another chance. But you can just see what's happening. The Eagles' defense is wearing down, where before they were clogging everything up and able to stop that, but just can't do it now. So the Eagles in that Wildcat offense, they're not even going to try to pass the ball at all. Cooper Scott trying to break out of some tackles, going to get positive yardage, and that's going to pick up about 4. They're going to be out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Cooper kind of went off the left side, kind of bounced around, found a little bit here, and step over this guy, over that guy, and pick up about 4 yards.
I'm not sure why we haven't called any passing plays yet. Even try to catch him with Gavin throwing the ball like he did last week. I mean, they got everybody at the line. Look at that. I mean, they got 10 people in the box almost.
8 in the box and cheating the guy up.
9 in the box. Cooper going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down and 6, or 3rd down and 6. 3:09. Uh-oh, got a player down. That's Cooper, huh?
Is that Cooper? Yeah.
They took his helmet off. He's got to come out for a play.
Yeah.
Unless we call timeout.
Nope, he can't buy him back with a timeout.
Okay. Cooper's not too happy about that either. You saw him looking over at the sidelines.
Well, you're down in the pile of players. You don't know what's going on, and helmet comes off for a reason usually.
Yeah. It looks like he got smacked in the jaw. Never know. Couldn't tell when it came off, if they were still piling on him. Matt Kirk coming out wide. Drake Aldridge moving over. Aiden Moran coming in, and they're going to snap it to Gavin Hilton, and he's only going to pick up a yard at best, and it's going to set up a 4th down.
Calvary's calling a timeout.
Calvary's got their last timeout of the half with 2:35 to play. They blocked the last punt that Ryan Hicks had. he holds that punt to see what's going on, but when they're rushing in like that, he's just got to go get it, kick it off, kick it.
Yeah, and we got to, the up guys have got to take those guys on and step up and block them. Can't step back and let them come to you. Step up and block them.
We're going to take a quick look. There you go, 2:35 to go in the half. It is 21-0. Eagles trail Calvary. So we get ready for the punt. St. Charles over Ascension Episcopal, 29-0 now. St. Thomas Aquinas and Newman up 14-0. ULAB up 28-0 over Patrick Taylor. 3-0 Catholic New Iberia over Lake Charles Prep. Parkview Baptist now leads Dunham 14-12, and Notre Dame leads Darbon Woods 21-0. So getting ready for the punt here. Ryan Hicks, Matt Hicks' snap is low. Ryan's got the ball up, end over end, going to land and bounce all the way down to the 25. It's bobbled.
He touched it.
He did touch it. We got a chance to get him, and going to be held up, and he's still running out to about the 24. Great effort by John Simon, the fourth, to break out of some tackles between Matt Hicks, Matt Kirk, and Wyatt Hayward. Just couldn't quite get him down inside the 15.
He touched it back down there inside the 10. The deep official covering it, threw his beanbag down, and so it was a live ball. And, man, we had three guys down there and couldn't corral him.
Calvary 28-yard line. They're going to take it. Wardell, 218. Trip receiver to the far side. They're going to throw it out. They got a chance to pass it. He's going to look. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught at the 45, and he's going to be gone. Is that Hermes, number 9? We just lost touch with him, and he's in for the touchdown. One play, when you saw him back up, it didn't cue the defensive backs.
Well, you got to remember, from our angle, we can see when he's backing up a whole lot better than a guy down on the field looking at from the, a 90-degree different angle. So when he took that depth of 2-3 yards and got back there, and they ran it a lot in the first quarter, and our guys were making great plays on it, right? They were attacking it and getting up there, and that's one of those plays. You can set a team up, and that's exactly what happened. Our DBs bit just enough to get him open, and he hit him.
The kick is up and good. We'll take a quick break. It's 28-0 with 2:06 to play. Good thing is Calvary has no more timeouts, and we're going to take one right here. You're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
It all started with a sketch.
It is 28-0 now. 28 unanswered points, but the last Calvary scored at the 5:25 mark, then again at the 4:05 mark, and at the 2:06 mark. So a really nice use of their timeouts when Menard had it deep in their own territory. Here's the catch at about the 12. Maddox Shelton to the 22. He's going to be dropped at the 24. Menard will have it at their own 24-yard line. This has definitely been a lopsided game. Can't say in all honesty that we didn't see it coming.
Well, defense has played well early in this game. I mean, they're making really good plays and doing well on the defense line. But yeah, they're just getting more out there on the field. 90% of this first half, and offense has just got to figure out somehow to get a first down or two.
Well, -3, +2, -17, -8, and +4. are the last are the 5 drives for the Eagles. Now that they're on 24-yard line, they're in the same stack. That's worked well against other teams. Oh, he's moving forward. That really could have been a penalty. And Cooper Scott going to pick up about 4 yards, be out to the 28-yard line of Calvary, 151 and counting. And Calvary cannot stop the clock anymore to try to get the ball back. We may have to get a first down, or they'll have a couple of seconds left.
No, I think we can get it down, because as long as we keep running it, we'll be okay.
Yeah, as long as we run the play clock down appropriately.
Snap it with about 2 or 3 on the play clock, you'll be all right.
Matt Kirk coming wide. Gavin Hilton and Cooper Scott down to 9 seconds. Moving in motion is Drake. Now he gets set 5. Snap with 4. That's Jake Vaughn, actually. And he may have gained nothing. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Let's call it 6. 3rd down and 6. Vaughn going off. You can see it. Oh, no, he's going over to get the play, but he's just walking. Of course, they want to use up all the time.
Well, you just need to snap it under 40 seconds here and go to halftime.
And then they'll run in.
Yeah, go to halftime.
I guess if there's any positive on that, they're on the end closest to the door of where they go. I don't know. You got to find some humor in some of this, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So don't be mad, Menard fans. Come on. I mean, they don't have far to go.
All right, we're going to take a timeout.
Oh, we took a timeout.
All right, maybe we're going to,
Well, we still get it. I mean, 28 seconds, we can run a play and we don't have to do anything.
I think they may have, the clock may have got down too low on them. I wasn't paying attention. You threw me off with that that comedy. But I think the play clock might have got down too far on them, so they call a timeout. But, we'll snap this ball. Clock will be running. We'll be under, they won't have to run a 4th down play.
I hope in a couple of days or so, a week, if Scully and David go back and watch this and see that comment, they can appreciate the humor in that.
Yeah, I get
They
it.
probably won't like it if they watched, right after the game and go back and watch. But give it a week.
Yeah.
Give it a week. Probably too soon. 28-0 is the score. The Calvary Cavaliers over the Menard Eagles, and there's 28 seconds left in the half. And most of the scoring came here in the second quarter. I mean, and it's been quick. I mean, with 5:25 left on the clock, 4:05 left, and we are looking for our first down. We'll get a couple. It'll set up 4th and about 3, and we won't be able to get it, but there's only 16 seconds left, and the Eagles will go talk about it at halftime. We're going to take our own break with 28-0, your halftime score. The Calvary Cavaliers leading the Menard Eagles. And when we come back, you're going to have Matthew Beeman and Andrew Hicks in here at halftime. They'll show a little bit of the dance line dance. I think they're going to get a chance to go. They're making their way down. Maybe their band will play first, but if they do, you're going to see some interviews tonight that Andrew and Jeffrey did. So we'll be back right after this 1-minute break.
Started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
This is your Wilder Group halftime. Your friends in real estate. And if you want to buy a house or sell a house, you can, of course, call Rusty Wilder, or you can call Tom Boucher, who's on the mic, at 318-792-6755. And I'm Andrew Beeman. I'm with Jeffrey Owens. And Jeffrey, we had the basketball video last week, but it didn't work during halftime. So I hope all of you guys are excited about the basketball video. We'll try to show it right now, unless Dance Line comes on. If Dance Line does come on, we'll try to pause the video and resume the video after they dance. But we hope you enjoy this short little video about basketball at Menard. I'm Andrew Beeman, and I'm back at the Eagles Nest Coaches Show, and I'm with Coach Sanders and Lauren, who's a senior on the basketball team. And I'll just jump right in. Introduce yourself, Lauren. Introduce how you came into basketball and why you play for Menard.
Well, my name is Lauren Smith, and I'm a senior at Menard. And I kind of grew up playing basketball at a young age, and I actually went to Grace from my elementary year to the start of my high school. And I moved to Menard my freshman year, and I played basketball my whole time at Grace. And coming to Menard, going to their first practice, just like looking at Menard to go, and I was very nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, like they're so competitive. Like they were just going up and down the floor. And this was just preseason, like they hadn't even started yet. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm not used to this. I don't think I can do it. But I came part of the team, I came part of the school, and it's just like, it's just amazing being a part of something that's so much bigger, and it's so good.
That's great. And we have Coach Sanders with us. Do you mind telling us how you got into coaching at Menard?
How I got into coaching, it was just, let's see, I think it was 2003 I started at Menard. And then in 2005, our head coach had stepped down, and principal looked at me and said, your turn. And so I stepped in, and since then I've been coaching almost close to 20 years, and just love being at Menard. So it's been a good journey. I've met a lot of great people along the way, and
Okay, everyone, the Golden Eaglettes are performing, so we will keep the video there and come back to it. But we hope you enjoy the Golden Eaglettes. And that was the Golden Eaglettes. We will continue this basketball video. Hope you enjoy, and we'll be back talking about what we'll do after that.
These young ladies and just watch them grow as people and players has been a blessing.
All right, and I've heard you've been doing a good job coaching down there. I heard last year, did you make it? You made it to the Sweet 16 and the semifinals. Is that right?
And we did. We made it to for the first time in school history. We did. We made it to the state semifinals. Very exciting, and looking to get back there again this year.
Well, that's amazing. And Lauren, I'll ask you, what position do you play? And of course, what's your favorite part about playing that position?
I play post, and my favorite thing about it is just like the physicality of it. Cause yes, I do love shooting, but just being able to just fight my way through is just like putting so much work into that position, which some people don't see it. But me and my other post player, Carly, me and her be getting beat up all the time, and it's so much fun coming out there and just getting rough.
I bet. And Coach Sanders, I'm just going to ask this. How many varsity players are on the high school basketball team?
Well, we have a total of 16 players.
Wow.
And it's a pretty good team that we have coming up this year, and just looking really excited about returning 5 players that we had last year that were on the floor, and then adding on to that this year. So we're looking forward to that. So
yeah, all that experience will definitely help you propel to the playoffs and all that. But I'll ask you this, Lauren. What is your basketball role model? I guess it can be a player or coach, it doesn't matter. And why are they a role model?
Well, for my position, I would have to say Angel Reese. Don't know why I just messed that up. Because she doesn't let anything stop her. It doesn't matter size, speed. She is just bulldozing through anybody and everybody. And I would have to say her.
Yeah, and that's a good role model to have. She's really tough and really good. But what are you expecting to this season? I mean, you went to the semifinals last year, but what are you expecting from your team this season, Lauren?
I'm expecting to make it back, and I've already told all of them. I said if we don't make it back, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed because all we have left is to grow. There ain't no going down at this point.
All right, and Lauren, talk about Coach Sanders and how much she's been an influence to your basketball, if it's fine.
Oh yeah, she has been one of the most influential coaches I've ever had. And it's not just because she's such a good coach and knows the game. It's the fact that she, in practice and in games, she expands it more than just the game. Before every game, before every practice, we're on our knees praying. And it's just, and she comes back almost at the end of every practice and says, y'all, if we lose a game, that's not what we're here for. We're here to give it all to God. And that's one of the most things I could ever thank her for, is just incorporating that into our everyday lives.
That's so great. I mean, to have a coach like Coach Sanders and for you to look up to her so much, I mean, that's just amazing. But that's all the questions I have right now. I mean, I'm glad that Coach Sanders got to be on, and Lauren. So I'd like to wish you guys good luck this season.
Thank you.
This is, of course, your Wilder Group halftime. Welcome back, and we will show the softball video right now. We hope you enjoy the softball video, and we'll be back with the unofficial halftime stats. We are back at the Eagles Nest Coaches Show, and I'm with I'm with a softball coach and a softball player. I'm with Coach Smith and Sophie. And introduce yourself, Sophie. What position do you play and what grade are you in?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm a junior and I play third.
All right, and Coach Smith, introduce yourself. How did you get into coaching?
I played softball my whole life, and I kind of always knew that I wanted to give back to the game, so I got into coaching right out of high school, and then actually got a call from Coach Scully almost 2.5 years ago, so I ended up at Menard.
Wow. So you've only been coaching for 2 years?
No, I've been coaching for about 6, but I've been at
6.
Menard for 2.
Okay. And Sophie, what inspired you to play softball at Menard specifically?
All my friends, I think the friendships I have on the field, and that, yeah. Mhm.
So friendships?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm just going to ask you, what's your favorite thing about softball?
Again, the friendships I have and the bond with the coaches, I think. Me and Coach Yelly have became really close over the 4 years I've played here, so, yeah.
Okay, and how long have you been playing softball for Menard?
Since my 8th grade year.
Great. I mean, I'll ask you this, Coach Smith. Talk about last season. Was it a good season, or was it kind of like a learning season or something like that?
Last season, we actually did very well. We did more than we ever thought we were going to. We never doubted the girls, but we had 5 junior high on the field. So we were really asking a lot of them, but our younger girls stepped up, and they were a big part of why we were so successful.
Did you make it far to playoffs or something?
We made it to the quarterfinal game, and unfortunately got beat by Calvary, but they were a very good ball squad.
Okay, and Sophie, I mean, talk a little bit about last season. How'd you feel making it to the quarterfinals?
I thought we could have went further, but I guess things didn't turn out in our favor. Because we do have younger girls, and they're trying to learn, but, yeah.
All right, and I know that this is pretty early. The season, starts in spring?
January.
January, okay. And are you guys practicing right now?
We are during our athletic hour. We are. We have a bunch of our team playing basketball right now. So.
Okay, and Sophie, I'm going to ask you, do you stay prepared during the summer? Do you practice during the summer? Or
I do. I play travel ball this summer and always going somewhere and playing.
All right, and I'm going to ask you this, Coach Smith. How do you feel about going into the season? Do you feel like you're going to go back to the quarterfinals this season?
We have very big expectations for this season. We have a lot of our starting 9 coming back. We lost 2 last year, but we're looking to fill those spots. We expect a lot out of these girls this year, and they started working to be on to be the last team playing on that championship Saturday as soon as quarterfinals were done.
All right, and Sophie, I'll ask you the same question. How do you feel going into this season?
I'm ready. I think we can make it further this year. I think some of the girls last year, they know how it is now, so I think they're going to be ready this year.
All right, and forgot, you mentioned you were a junior?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Okay, so, I guess I'll ask you this. Are you planning on continuing, of course, after high school, continuing softball?
I'm actually not. I just decided that I'm not going to.
Okay. Do you have any plans of where to go if you want to go to college?
I'm going to go, but I'm not sure where yet.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have right now for you guys. But, of course, I wish you guys a really good season. I hope you guys make it far. That'd be really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for coming out and
Thanks
being
for having
interviewed.
us.
Of course. We're back at the Wilder Group halftime, and Jeffrey has some unofficial halftime stats. If you can read them off.
Well,
of
yeah.
Thompson
So
Road.
I have some very basic, I would say, stats. As you can see, we are losing 28-0. If I have read this correctly, Calvary has over 200 yards of offense, close to 300 yards of offense, and I can't really tell how many yards Menard has, but I can tell you not many because we haven't scored anything. So hopefully we can do better offensively in this next half and make it respectable.
Yeah, of course. It's just been a very offensive game for the Cavaliers in this second quarter that they just had, but they're warming up for the third quarter, and we'll of course be back in a few moments to show the tip-off of the second half. So you are watching the 446 broadcast of Menard Eagles football.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back live in Shreveport, Louisiana, 446 Sports. I'm Tom Boucher alongside John Wolf. Take your time, John. And Andrew Beeman and Jeffrey Owens doing a great job with the halftime. They bringing you the halftime with the interviews. And they did a great job with that all year long. You saw some of the interviews they had with the basketball team and the softball team. We had one for the Holy Rollers. We hoped to be able to show you, and maybe at some point we might be able to, but we'll get to the game here on the kickoff to start the second half. That's Maddox Shelton scooping it up at the 10, gets to the 22, and that's where the Eagles will start the third quarter and their first drive at the Menard 22-yard line. Maddox is down, slow to get up. There he goes.
Got to get the cobwebs out of that one.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing okay. Does he know that's the offense and not the defense? I guess he's going in as a wide receiver. 11:55. We're 5 seconds into the third quarter. It is 28-0, and the Calvary Cavaliers put three touchdowns there in a very short time in the second half. Jake Vaughn hands it off, and Aiden Moran is tackled behind the line. They'll give him the 20. Still a loss of 2. And that play took a little long, a little hesitation, and allowed them to get around the edge. Man, they are quick around the edge. They're just blowing by us.
Well, they're quick up front, period. I mean, even their interior linemen are really quick.
Eagles at their 20 now. Had minus 16 yards, according to my records, in the first half. Trip receivers to the far side, one to the near. That's Jordan Rich. They're going to move Maddox Shelton in motion and take Aiden Moran to the outside. And number 11, that is Hutch Grace. Number 11, he's going to Ouachita Baptist University, a senior linebacker, and didn't fool him at all.
No.
That's a 5-yard loss. Total of 7 yards loss in 2 plays. That's been the Eagles' problem on offense, is they've gone in the wrong direction. Trip receivers to the near side. Again, Jordan Rich, Moran and Jake Vaughn. He's going to look to throw, and they're going to run the screen, and that is snuffed out. And another 5-yard loss. They're going to stop his momentum at the 8, so only a 2-yard loss. Is that
around
Hutch
13.
Grace again?
It was 13 on that
13?
tackle.
Okay,
was
that was
13.
Julius Moss. They read that, and we're there quickly, and we are punting with a 4th down and 20. Menard. They're from Alexandria. 28-0, 9:57 to play, and you have Ryan Pierce. The snap is high. Ryan Pierce. Oh, it's blocked
again.
In the end zone. 35 is going to cover it up, and they're going to get the touchdown, and the Eagles will be back on offense. Blocked punt with the high snap.
Well, Calvary has definitely found something coming up the middle there and rushing 2 guys on our up backs and getting over the top of them and getting that punt blocked.
Well, we got 3 guys back there that still, well, they had him blocked. He's
they
a little too close.
Yeah, they're
pushing
your
our guys
blockers
back.
are too far back, and instead of attacking it and pushing up and getting that guy to jump, a yard or 2 yards in advance of where he is, he's too close to the kicker.
It is 34-0, and the extra point is good. So they get the touchdown. So without touching the ball on offense, they get the touchdown on the Eagles. And it is 35-0, and the Eagles will get another chance. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world
and we're back
and the
live for the
ever-changing market
kickoff as
we
you
live
see
in
the
today. For any
game up in the top left corner. Now it's full screen, and this one is hauled in and stopped at the 22. Was that Moran with it? No, that was Branson Buller, number 31, with it. You can see him running, not really running at full strength, a little hesitation on that, and going to be tackled inside or just outside the 20 to the 22-yard line, which is exactly where the Eagles started the last drive, and they lost 10 yards. So a negative 10 yards, and then the block punt that went into the end zone and recovered by number 35. That was David Weeks. We've called his name out multiple times. He got the touchdown, and that's where we are at 35-0 and very close to a running clock. Aiden Moran switching gears and cutting it up the middle. Really nice hole and holding his ground, and picks up about 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. We have not had a first down yet. They mark it at the 27, so that is 5 yards. That's our longest play of the game so far. We got negative 26 yards. That takes it down to a negative 21. 35-0, 9:05 to play in the third quarter. Jake Vaughn at quarterback. Maddox Shelton in motion, going to get set up. And they're going to hand it up the middle, and he is stopped, behind the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard at the 25, and I think that's generous.
Yeah. Braylon Dusang down. Braylon came out, pulled on that, made a pretty good kick-out block, but number 50 came from the inside to kind of disrupt that play and blow it up in the backfield, and Braylon's down a little late on this.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing his knee. I hope it's just a cramp, but we haven't had much cramping at all, on this team. Braylon's going to get up and try to walk it off. There you go. Could be as much as just getting frogged, as we used to call it, in the thigh.
Yeah. He actually made a pretty good block on that play, actually, on number 33, Calvary's defense.
Looks like as he's talking to Don Fields, he's pointing to the back of his thigh. Maybe just kind of went down a little. He's walking pretty good, though. Got a little bit of a limp. I would imagine he'll be back in the game. Give it a little rub down. Oh, they're not even going to – he's just going to go sit for a little bit. Don't let it stiffen up. They need a bicycle on the side. 8:25 to go in the third quarter and counting. It is 3rd and 6 or 7. In motion is Matthew Hicks. They fake the pitch, and he's got absolutely nowhere to go. And he's going to lose a couple of yards. Going to set up 4th and 9. So Ryan Hicks will be back to punt. They've got 2 blocks on the, so far tonight. And the last one went for a touchdown. And you can see, this team's just kind of walking out. Not the kind of hustle that we're used to seeing. A little bit of deflation right there. 7:46, 35-0.
Now, if you look here, they moved the up men. They've moved them up.
Yep.
Moved all 3 of them up.
That's good. They won't charge now. And the punt will be end over end and bounce at the 37, or 43 rather. And it'll end up at the 38-yard line of Calvary. And they'll get their first drive of the second half. The Eagles gained a yard.
About 40 on that punt.
I'd like to see the Eagles get something going on offense and pick up a couple of first downs.
Yeah, we hadn't had a first down yet tonight.
At least get into positive territory on yardage.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have negative yardage against the number 2 seed, which probably just toss-up between 2 and 1, here's Wardell. He's going to go deep. They're going to try to – and they hit – Cooper Scott's got to be careful there.
Yeah.
Hit him in the head. He's slow to get up. That could be.
That should be a foul, because there's a new rule: when a receiver catches a ball, he's considered defenseless at the point of catch until he establishes himself as a runner. And didn't use open hands there. Could have easily been a foul called at this point.
That's John Simon. He's got a shoulder that they're messing with. You could tell the way it was hanging. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
And we're back live at Jerry Barker Stadium. And they're going to run it this time. Number 7 going sideline to sideline, and that's going to be a yard loss. Oh, there's some chippiness going. Is that Cooper? They're going after Cooper Scott.
Yeah.
That should be a penalty on those guys.
Well, they were tangled up, but we do have a flag on the outside. I think they're going to get not sure if they got Calvary for holding or what on the outside over here.
That was a player coming back at Cooper because he was in on that tackle in number 1. Number 1 back in the game, John Simon. Carson Harrison in on the tackle there, and I know they're pointing at us. I don't know why.
Well, they're looking. I'm assuming, is that where the end of the run was?
The end of the run was over at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I thought the end of the run was the line of scrimmage.
It's a personal foul against them.
What he called? No, he called a hold. It was a 10-yard hold, but it should have been from the end of the run, not beyond the end of the run.
Unless it was
the hold. The hold was looked like about the 42, and the end of the run looked like it was about the 45 or 46. So I'm not sure why they penalized that from the spot of the hold. It was beyond the run.
Huh? Yeah. It only turned out to be about a 7-yard penalty. Here's a pass out into the flats, taken down. Nice job by Maddox Shelton, and finally taken down by Gavin Hilton. Gain of about 3. I'll call it 4. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles, but that little chippiness on going after Cooper was just, trying to come back with the hit that he put on
Maddox
Simon.
A little shaken up on that play. Made a really good play on that to crash the outside and force that guy in.
Oh, that was a hold by number 3 on Branson Buller coming inside. That didn't get called. Cooper Scott with the tackle, but a huge pickup of 10 or so on the play. It'll be 3rd and short. Be 3rd and 1. And the Eagles got to hurry up and get set up. They give it to Simon up the middle. Dusang back in the game. He's wrapped up, and he got an extra yard. He got 2 when he needed 1. And that's not what the Eagles needed. They had a big 2nd down and long and gave up the big play. And now they're still on the field. Hands on the hips. They're tired on defense. They've been out there a long time.
Well, and you got a lot of them playing both ways too. So
yeah.
Not only on defense but offense too, a lot of them.
5:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, 35-0. They're at the 35-yard line. They got the man in the flats. Cooper had him caught. Pass is completed to Simon. He's spinning around, got a hole, coming back near side. Oh, and trips. And he might be hurt.
I think the turf monster got him, and I think he's probably just a little embarrassed.
At the 19-yard line, they're inside the Red River Red Zone, Menard's Red River Red Zone. Want to thank Red River Bank for their sponsorship this year and last year. They are a community bank all across Louisiana. Wardell in the shotgun. Simon's going to stay in. He's looking over the middle. He's got a man wide open and is caught for a touchdown. That was number 7, huh? And he's not feeling it good right now. Number 3, Chris Jackson, not getting up.
Yeah, he's holding the back of his thigh, it looks like.
Was he pulling up lame and still made the catch?
Oh, yeah, I think he kind of laid out for that catch a little bit, and I thought he might have fell on the ball, but looks like he was holding the back of his leg maybe.
They'll take a look at him. 4:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Cavaliers take a 41-0 lead. An extra point kick will make it 42. We're going to take a break ourselves. This is Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
We're back live here in Shreveport, Louisiana. The score 42-0. We will have a running clock from here on out, and we'll see what the Eagles can do on offense, see if they can put something together. That ball is going to go out of bounds, and it won't. He caught it at the 2-yard line. He's out to the 10, and now the 15. Should have let that one go all the way into the end zone or out of bounds. Either way,
it was going either out or in the end zone.
Man, I'm not sure why Maddox Shelton decided to grab that one at the 2. Good night. Got it out to the 15-yard line. Not exactly what you want. Menard 15. Heck, I've already lost. Where did they start that drive? The Calvary. Oh, it's at their 38. That was their first drive, wasn't it?
Right, because they had the hold.
Ending in a TD. Oh, yeah, they had was it about 10 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 12, 22, 72 yards. They've only had one drive this quarter. Jake looking to pass. Man, why? Oh, he overthrows Maddox Shelton.
Had Maddox, and we had Marcus Kirk. Had his guy beat down on the bottom also.
Jake getting a little bit excited on that one.
That's the first pass of the game, isn't it? Or we ran a screen pass earlier.
Well, we did, yeah. But first pass that went past the line of scrimmage.
Not sure why the game clock. Do we have an injury?
And he sailed that. Well, it's an incomplete pass. Oh,
no. We should be running a clock. It's
should be a running
points.
clock, right?
Yeah.
Or I wonder, that's automatic, huh?
Yeah, it's automatic. It's a state rule.
So three.
Unless the white hat's doing something. I don't know if we had a foul or what we have. Got a chop block. No, we got a sideline warning. Wait. He signaled chop block and sideline warning. Not sure.
Was sideline warning on Menard?
Well, yeah, that's what he signaled. That was the second signal. But, yeah, it was a sideline warning. I'm not.
So we
on the side.
Stop the clock for that?
Yeah, I mean, normally you don't stop the clock on penalty enforcement. You keep the clock rolling no matter what.
3:39 and counting in the third quarter, 42-0 Calvary. Let's see, we got who's playing Episcopal now? That's Tioga, right? Tioga playing Episcopal? No, Bunkie.
They're playing St. Paul's.
Bunkie, 24-0. 24-0 Episcopal. We only have 3-0 at the half, Ash. And still don't have a Tioga score. What's up with Chuck? What's up, Chuck? We do have a scoreboard going. So what's down there? Scoreboard 24-14, St. Paul's over Tioga. That's what he did. Boy, Chuck getting kind of smart alecky. I was like, there's no update on Tioga. And then I get a text. You running the scoreboard? Are the running scoreboard down there? The Saddlers running scoreboard? And it just took me till now to realize what he was talking
had it
about.
There the whole time, huh?
24-14. All of our viewers knew it, but I didn't, and nobody texted me to tell me the update. So the only game that we really are updating for our folks is the Bunkie game, and that one looks like it's out of reach for them. Here's a pass. It's complete. And taken down, gain of about 1. That was 3rd and 8. Now it's going to set up 4th and 7, and Ryan Hicks will be called on to punt with 2:34 and counting. 42-0 the score here. Eagles make it out to the 19-yard line. That's a +4. There's still negative yardage for this half at -5 for the half. They were -16 in the first half. 288 yards of offense for the Cavaliers. I wanted to say for Cleveland. There's an end-over-end punt. It's going to be hauled in at the 49, dropped and wrapped up. And he's not going to get free, and he'll be taken down. That was 15. That is Nate Matthews.
Yeah.
We saw him make a wonderful play on a punt last week, and down in the punt at the 1.
There's the first one down there this time, and good tackle.
Calvary 49-yard line is where the Eagles will start with 1:34 to play in the third quarter, and the clock is running, so we do have that going. Trip receivers, got two sets, far side, near side, and a new running back in the backfield. That's 13. They give it to him. He's got a hole. Trying to get to the outside. Gavin Hilton hanging on. Nice job by Gavin to grab him at the 40. You can see that right there as our cameras are set up right at the 40-yard line. Jeffrey Owens all over that play. Jeffrey doing a great job with the camera work. as well as Andrew Beeman, our interns. Andrew doing our production tonight. Did the pregame interview. Jeffrey will have the postgame interview. They did halftime, and this is going to be our last game with them. Got to thank them. Here's a handoff to number 13. He's going to try to get to the outside. Chased down and brought down at the 30. That is Julius Moss, a junior. He's 5'10", 175. Picks up yardage all the way to the Menard 31-yard line. 2nd down and 3. 18 seconds to play. They don't have to run another one. See if they will try. They may carry this to the 4th quarter, and when they do that, it looks like that's what they're going to do, and we will take a break. We will 42-0 as we go to the 4th quarter, and we'll have that 4th quarter for you when we come back, and you're watching Menard Eagle football on 446 Sports.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back live at Calvary Jerry Barker Stadium. The pass over the sideline is caught, running backwards is 7. Now he's going back to the middle, cutting it up down to the 10 inside the Red River Bank red zone, and they've been there quite often tonight, been living at the bank after hours. And I'm sure Blake Shotlane's going to have something to say about that. Who's leaving the bank open? Anyway, it is 5 touchdowns in a row. Actually, this would be the 5th touchdown in a row if Calvary is able to finish this one off, 42-0. We had a 7-0 score going deep into the 2nd quarter. And we were talking about trying to make it to the half if we could get a little bit of offense, and we'd get the ball only down by 7 and then 14, and then it just ballooned. Here's the quarterback, Wardell, pushed out of bounds inside the 10, and they can get the first down at about, I don't know why they're out of bounds at the 8. Why are the chains down and not set up? They weren't inside the 10.
Were they? Did they give them the ball at the 10? They must have 1st and goal.
Must be. I thought they were outside of the 10. Huh. Parkview Baptist and Dunham, the winner of this game, which is kind of obvious right now, as Calvary, they will face one of those two teams. It's number 13, just Dussain cannot hang on. He was there. Boy, he has played his heart out tonight. He's tapping his helmet, needs a break. He'd like to come out and get some rest. Of course, we saw him go out. You can see him walking with the stiff leg. That hamstring's tightening up on him. Cooper Brown, number 77, will come in for him. It is 31-18, Parkview Baptist over Dunham. 13 is your running back. That is Julius Moss. And the pass instead, it's right there in the end zone. It's caught. That is Colby Thomas, I believe, on the catch. Right in front of Maddox Shelton, and they'll add another touchdown. 48-0 with 9:40 and counting. We are in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he just, threw that to the outside, threw it low and away where only his guy was going to get it, and the receiver made a good adjustment on the ball and kept his feet in and made a good grab.
That's a 5th TD in a row since the 4th possession of the game. That was actually the first possession of the 2nd quarter. You know, the Eagles had a turnover on downs at their 10-yard line as Calvary Baptist drove it down and got it there. And then the Eagles took over and couldn't do anything with it, punted it, and Calvary went 48 yards and put the first touchdown on. And the Eagles in the third drive stopped them, and we had a chance. And then from there, it's just been touchdown after touchdown. One was on a block punt, one of those touchdowns. 9 minutes.
Must have had a flag on the play at some point, and they're waving the flag off. I'm not sure what they had the flag on.
24-0 Episcopal over Bunkie. So Avoyelles Parish will be out of teams. The extra point snap is good, and so is the kick. Add another 7, one touchdown in the fourth quarter, and that will make it 49-0. We'll keep it here. At the end of the game,
you mentioned Avoyelles Parish, so Avoyelles was playing Pine tonight.
Oh, that's right.
And
we got to look that up.
And I'll look it up and see what we find.
Let me give that update to these guys so we can update our Sadler's towing. Let me take a moment. I'm going to move that if you don't mind, Andrew. But if you look up in the right-hand corner, you'll see all of our sponsors that are rotating through there. Jason Hawk, Wildwood Pizza. They'll keep rolling polos and plaids. So keep an eye on those. And please go out and support those advertisers. Velar and Green, look at the bottom right, Valex Federal Credit Union. They are our title sponsor for the second year in a row, and we are grateful to them. Wallace Eye Center and Associates sponsor all of our school boards for everything we do all year long. We are grateful to them, and there's a lot of people who have had cataract surgery that they can actually see that Wallace Eye Center and Associates writing on the left of the Eagles on the school board, and they can read the numbers. They do great work over there. Sadler's Towing down on the bottom left. That's our running ticker school board at the bottom, and Chuck Perkins updates that whenever we send it to him. And of course, apparently he's updating his own at the Tioga game and expects us to remember to look down there and call it. And Peabody's playing tonight. Let's see.
Yes, so I got Pine 27, Avoyelles 6 in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so my theory is still holding. We don't have an update on the Peabody game. The War Horses are into the second round. 6:50 and counting.
41-8 losing to LCA.
Oh, Louisiana Christian.
Yeah.
So the last score we had was Ash, Far Ash. That's Select Division 4, isn't it? Oh, no, it's non-select.
No, it's Ash is select, and they're up
10-0
in the third quarter.
Okay, 10-0 in the third. We got to get on Doug for not updating. Trip receivers to the near side. See what the Eagles can do at their own 30-yard line. And, boy, that middle of the line has just not been there at all for the Eagles.
And we're going to have a personal foul. We are unsportsmanlike either on Cooper Brown or on Calvary. Two of them got into it.
Should be on both.
I mean, I would offset them. Probably shouldn't have had a foul. It was kind of chicken fighting going at the end, but we'll see what he does.
70. So
he's going to put it on Calvary.
Two of them?
No, it's just one. He's called a personal foul. Defensive lineman and Cooper kind of got into it. A little chicken fighting going on.
That'll be our first down of the game by penalty. Gain 2 yards and then get 15, and the Eagles will be at their own 48. This is their best field position to date. 36 was their best up to this point. And they get their first down of the game. There's a little bubble screen pass, and they're going to lose yardage on it. It's just not fast enough for this Calvary team. Man, they are quick. Look, you can hear the fan down there. They know their football down here, don't they?
They do.
There's a Calvary Cavalier woman down there saying that's the best offensive drive they've had all night.
So Tioga score update. I got Tioga at 14, St. Paul's at 31 in the fourth.
So if Ash holds on, it looks like Doug Gann will be hosting the Coach Speak show by himself on Sunday night, as he'll try to hold that show together for an hour. Oh man, Andrew putting me in the bind here.
Nope, we
got a penalty, a delay
a game.
Delay a game. Wow. All right, but the clock doesn't stop, right?
Shouldn't.
Okay, good. We'll get a hold Andrew's drink for him. I hadn't even been able to open mine yet, John. Thank you for that, by the way. Treated interns to Superior Grill tonight. Can't come up to Shreveport without going there.
I didn't get that one.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
I got nachos up here.
It's almost honorable mention nachos from the football field.
It's not even that.
So that penalty set them back 5 yards, and the Eagles are now back to the 38 or 39, their own 39-yard line. So the drive is a positive 9 yards so far. It'll be third and extremely long. It's going to be third and almost 20. They got to get to the 42. So it's a 19 yards, third and 19. Is that Dusang coming back in? It looks like it. Yep. Good to see him.
He's not going to give up.
And he tried it out there, 340 and counting in this game. I'd like to get another first down and just kind of run this out. I'm going to quit updating scores.
Oh, we got another delay.
Oh, my goodness.
At this point, look, I don't know, maybe this is a guy's first playoff game, but you got 3.5 minutes running clock. You overlook this by at least 3 or 4 seconds. Make it big, man. Come on.
At least. The Eagles are down to the 34. They started the drive at the 30. They've already got.
Maybe we can bribe the clock operator up here to turn it to 0 and tell them that it's malfunctioning.
Maybe they're
that's
trying
how you
to
can get
give
45 seconds on.
Maybe they're trying to give the 15 yards back 5 yards at a time. So there's a third down play up the middle, which is an area we've tried all game long that hasn't been there, and that's going to be a gain of a yard to the 40, and a set up fourth down and another Ryan Hicks punt. Actually, didn't even get to the 40, to the 39. Oh, no, that's not even 39. That's a 34.
Yeah, 34.
So plus 4 yards. The last 3 drives, plus 1, plus 4, plus 4. That's plus 9, and the first drive we had minus 10. So right now we're just minus 1 for the whole second half. And I guess here's the punt. And they got nobody back, and it's going to take a great Menard bounce and be picked up at the 26-yard line. We're going to take a quick break. It is 49-0 here late in the fourth. Actually, we'll take one more break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
As well as under the bleachers. Parents, we also kindly ask you check the area where your kids may have been playing and help us keep those areas neat as well.
All right, and we're back live at the stadium. 1:24 to play in the game. Andrew, he needs to call me because he needs to get out there right away. And they're just going to take a knee and run this game out, which they're able to do. Oh, wait, it's Jeffrey, right? Jeffrey's doing the post game. Yeah. Andrew down there?
Jeffrey's down there.
Jeffrey Owens. We give them a call. They're just going to take a knee. This game's going to be over. 49-0 is your final. And make sure Jeffrey gets the interview as quickly as possible. Let it connect and hook up. Ooh, we left that sound up. Hey, hang on a second. We'll try to get you connected. Why are we not connecting?
Can you hear us, Jeffrey?
He's on this, but he's not on the
Bluetooth
Roadcaster. Get it connected. I don't know why we disconnected. Should not have disconnected. There we go. All right, Jeffrey, we got you. So where are you?
I am at the 35 on the left side from your perspective.
Oh, there you go. Get out on the field out there so Coach can see you when he comes back. Maybe he'll give you a quick interview. He's going to turn around and come back that way.
Yeah,
so get out to the 40. Go on over to the 40. You see him coming right there. See, just kind of make. You can stop right there and see if he'll come to you.
He sees me.
All right. So get ready to ask your question. Go ahead and get started with him. All right, we're going down to the field to Jeffrey Owens and head coach David Perkins. Jeffrey's got a couple of questions for you, David.
All right, so, Coach, what do you guys tell the players in that huddle after this game?
I'm going to tell them how proud I am of them for the season that they've had this year. What a great performance they've done. They kind of went from worst to first in our district. Got us a playoff win. Played a great team tonight. Obviously, this is a great team right here. We have nothing to hang our heads about. And hey, I'm going to go tell them that. And hey, go Eagles, baby.
Hey,
also,
no, go ahead. Follow him, Andrew.
Is there anything you want to tell the Eagle Nation as a whole as they've been supporting and been showing up and stuff?
Absolutely. I want to congratulate first our football team, but then I want to thank our Eagle Nation for supporting us, traveling with us, and doing all the things it takes to have a winning team. We've got a great foundation now. Our seniors will be graduating, but we've got great guys coming up. And, hey, man, we just, like I told them at halftime, they built the foundation, and now we're going to build the house.
Amen to that, David. And look, hey, for John and me up here, and I'm sure Andrew, thank you for giving us your time before and after games. It's been a pleasure to call these games in this season with you as the head coach. You know, my buddy from up here in the booth, now down on the field. I congratulate you on a wonderful season, and good luck in the future, and look forward to working with you again.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, man. And thanks for the coverage, and we'll get it on again next year.
All right.
Go Eagles.
There you go. There's the Go Eagles. I was waiting on it. And so, Jeffrey, thanks for doing the post-game interview. He'll go and talk to the players. And you guys were right in the middle of the Calvary team.
They were.
I kind of got confused because their shirts are the same color as ours.
Very similar, yeah.
You know, we didn't get yelled at or anything in the crowd when we walked by because people thought we were part of the Calvary team on this side.
Yeah.
Hey, 49-0, the final. David's exactly right. They knew what they were coming into with the Cavaliers up here. They're number 2, probably tied for number 1 with the select district. Nothing to hang their heads about. Dusang and shoot, I can't even get into everybody, but Aldridge and Gavin and Cooper Brown.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Jaden Williams,
Drake
you
Aldridge,
name it.
You name it, man. They didn't give up. They played hard all year. And look at where they were a year ago.
That's what he said.
You know, this is what? It was a 3-7 team a year ago. They go 7-3 in the regular season. They get a home first-round game. They win it, you know, convincingly, you would say. And you come up and you play best team in the state, arguably the best team in any division in the state.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what you work for. This is where you want to be and compete. And, look, those guys competed. I mean, we were deep in, like you said earlier, deep into the second quarter. It's 7-0.
Yep.
You're one big play away from having a tie ball game going toe-to-toe with the best in the state. And, you know, I mean, they're going to wear on you. They got the athletes. I mean, it's going to happen. We got a bunch of guys going both ways. And, you know, it's life. And these guys are going to remember playing up here for the rest of their lives.
Yes,
and,
they will.
What a wonderful season. And my hat's off to the coaches and for what they've done with the team this year, where they brought them from a year ago to where they're at today. And, you know, great things.
And the hope is what David said. They've laid a foundation now. And hopefully they can start getting, you know, some people, some players to say, you know what, I want to go to Menard. And then they'll come and start building and doing more and making it farther, you know, just like every program does. You got to start somewhere. This is a program, folks, that won 6 games in 3 years prior to this season, and they are 8-4 to end out the year in the second round of the playoffs, which is something they haven't been to or been in this position for 9 years. They hosted a home playoff game last week for the first time in 13 years and won it for the first time in a long time, a home playoff game. So, you know, they built something, or they formed something here with this senior team and the young players that they had behind them, and now they need to just build on it, and that's what they're going to end up doing.
Yeah.
Robert Anderson, 38-0, I think was the score. Bunkie falling tonight. Looks like Tioga's probably going to fall.
Yeah.
As far as we know, Ash was up 10-0. So close game down there, but Ash may have an opportunity to travel next week to Edna Carr back to the New Orleans area, and that'll be a tough one. Yeah, hey, Jeff Latham, thanks for watching and tuning in tonight. For all the folks who tuned in for the Menard Eagles, we thank you for watching us all year long and making this a special year for us.
And look, it's not over at Menard. When I went to school today to check out my daughter, I don't think anybody was at school. I mean, you had cheerleaders, you had dance line, you had drum corps that was checked out for the game, you had football, you had soccer checking out early, they had basketball. So Menard's got a lot of good stuff going on, got a lot of good sports programs throughout this year. That's going to be fun to watch.
Got a girls basketball team bringing back almost everybody on that team that went to the to the Final Four in Hammond. And then you got a soccer team that went to the semifinals and lost in a kickoff, at the end of the game. They've got a lot of people back. You got Holy Rollers going on. Ryan Hicks had a 300 last year. They're getting ready to put their season together. Did not get a chance to run that, but you know what? I'll take that interview and put it on YouTube so that single interview can run, so y'all can go check that out. But a wonderful season.
And then you got the spring. You got Coach Scully and a softball team coming back up, going to make another run, and you got a baseball team that's going to make another run.
Made a run to the quarterfinals, losing to the Calvary Baptist girls, and they went on down to Lake Charles and Sulphur. But that was a very young team. You had freshman pitchers, freshman first baseman, freshman catcher. Only 2 seniors on that team, so they're going to be back. We're going to have them on Full 4-6 Sports. You've got baseball that's doing well.
Track had a good showing last year. They're going to compete this year.
That's right. That's Morgan Redmond's team, Jordan Marks' team, Coach Scully. So stay tuned, folks. We probably, to Full 4-6, keep an eye out. We are probably going to do a couple of soccer games this year, the girls and the guys, and then we'll be doing some softball games and basketball. Hopefully we'll be back doing some of those games. So God bless everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. John, final words on the season, man.
Thank you, Tom. It was fun this year. I had a good time, something new for me, and still a little duck out of water, though. I'm a little nervous up here, but it was fun watching it from this perspective and getting to talk about it. You made it very welcoming up here, so I thank you for that. And hopefully you'll have me back next year. Hopefully I didn't do
we're
mess
back,
up
man.
too bad.
We're a team. We're a team from here on out as long as you'll stay up here in the booth with me. The knowledge that you bring from 20-plus years as an official on the field, playing football for the Pineville Rebels, offensive lineman, you bring a ton of talent and knowledge to this booth make me look good, here, even if that's, if that's possible. But it has been a pleasure working with you. I thank Jeffrey and Andrew for the work that they've done all year long. Andrew's going to graduate in a couple of weeks from LSUA. Passed his what do you call it? His presentation on his internship.
He got credit for here.
A
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's part of his graduation,
yeah.
and he got to tell everybody. And from his experience in sharing it, he actually we got a young lady that called, and we're going to hopefully be working with her. So hopefully she'll be coming. Maybe we start this intern idea and get it going. They've been a huge blessing for this broadcast.
I would be no help to you hooking this stuff up.
That's going to be it for us. We're going to make our way home 49-0 the final tonight. The Cavaliers of Calvary Baptist victorious tonight. They will move on in the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to play Parkview Baptist, and they'll get to host Parkview Baptist up here, so they'll have another home game. Safe travels to our Eagles and to the parents and the fans, and thanks to everybody tuning in. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and go Tigers. And we'll see you soon on Full 4-6 Sports. It's been another live Eagle broadcast on Full 4-6 Sports.